The core rule of improv. This is yes and. Actually, this is not a fancy enough slide. This is more like how I feel when I think about yes and. Yes, I love more flair. We are entering yes and land, population U, my friends. And I have to ask in the chat, how many of you are completely unfamiliar with yes and? Or if there's anybody here who has never heard yet of yes and, I want you to type, tell me, please tell me more. Tell me. And for those of you who do know about yes and you're like, oh yeah, here it comes, I want you to drop a preach it into the chat because you already know that these two words are so money. Okay, I see a couple people, several people who have not heard of it yet. Oh my gosh, it makes me so excited. I've got lots of preach-its. I love it. You know what I love about it too is learning from other people who use the yes and improv rules. I love to regularly be the student of it, even though I've also been teaching it, because we all have these different perspectives and it's an ever-expansive place that we get to keep learning and growing from each other. So simply put, for those of you who are brand new to this yes and arena, yes is to accept and acknowledge whatever was just said or whatever was just presented to you, and that's it. All you have to do is say, yes, that thing exists. Boom, acknowledged. The and is our action item. It invites us to do something with that thing by adding new information from our perspective. It keeps us open and adaptable to an unpredictable world and helps us stay in what I like to call a ready position to become better contributors. It's an effective reminder for us to listen, to learn more, to learn from each other, instead of putting up our walls and just trying to walk this path alone. It is such a great space for collaboration and seeing how much potential is out there in the world. You don't know what you don't know. That saying is so funny to me. This is a very scientific chart. I did a ton of research on here. The quadrant of what you know, the quadrant of what you know you don't know, what you don't even know you don't know, and maybe things you wish you didn't know. You know? I don't know. You with me? You type you know. I'm like, what else should I have them type in here? There's just so much. I love charts and I love the colors, so there we go. But the statement is basic and it's so true. If we can remember, so far I know everything that little Megan McCaleb knows from the time I was born and raised in Boise, Idaho to present day. This is the stuff that I know. And I realize I don't know everything. And that actually excites me. It takes courage to admit that we don't know everything, especially when we are experts in our field. It can take courage to create a space where you can share your ideas and acknowledge that other people also have ideas. It takes courage to listen truly with that intention of learning something new. When we activate the rule of yes and, we are bringing an advantage of being more optimistic, of unleashing creativity, of recognizing that we have so much room to grow and to build on ideas and turn challenging situations into something more productive. As you share your ideas, your perspectives, your business tools, come into that space with your yes and mindset, and you will be amazed to see that those conversations will flourish. Even people with different ideas will want to chime in. And when they do, welcome it. Use that as information, listen to learn, and then you get to build together, especially in your space. It just keeps upping your experience level and your know-how the more you're gathering information, and your ability to overcome challenges you're trying to fix for your clients or for your target audience. If you know more about what their pain points, and you're going to hear those things if you create a space where they can hear you go, oh, well, there's this thing, oh, and also this. yeah, but this might happen. Use that as a tool for you to continue to sharpen your skills. Do you know why yes and makes people want to open up? Using those two words creates a safe place to talk about different ideas and opinions without judgment.